NLSIU recently came out with the applications for its 3-year LLB program, and all the students who are interested in this examination, this video is meant for you because we are going to discuss the NLSAT pattern, the latest pattern that we have with us, how to go about it, what are the kind of questions that we can expect, everything we are going to discuss in this particular video. Hi guys, I'm Ayushi, your mentor for law-based examinations, and welcome to Law Digest. So first of all, let us look at something important that's given on the website. Now these screenshots are from the website directly, so that you can understand directly from the official source the information that I'm providing to you. 17th March is the date when your examination is scheduled. We know the examination used to happen in April. The examination is happening early now. It is probably a month. It has been preponed by a month. And March is the same month wherein we have CUET PG lined up and MHCET lined up. So we need to buck ourselves up if we want to prepare for this examination. I know NLS is the most sought after college and you must be worried, but do not worry about this particular examination, because I'm going to tell you that this examination is probably the easiest in terms of preparing as compared to the other examinations. Now, some students have been asking me, where are the forms available? They're available on the official website. If you'll go to nls.ac.in, therein you'll go to the 3-year LB program. When you click on admission, you will see, when you scroll down, सबसे नीचे it's given that you can apply for your admission here, and they will lead you to another website जिसका admissions.nls.ac.in is the URL. So basically that is the website. Your fees and everything is given. What I want to tell you here is your the batch will start from 1st of July, so we don't have a lot of time. We have to prepare for this examination. So moving straight away to the kind of questions, this is the latest update from the official website that we have, is that students will have to prepare for the NLSAT LLB examination in order to qualify for the 3-year LLB program. Now this examination is divided into two parts, part A and part B. You are required to attempt both the parts. So it is not that only some students will give part B. Both the parts have to be given by all the students irrespective, and the paper will be of 150 minutes. That is your 2.5 hours is the time that is being allotted to you. Now let us see how part A and part B are divided. Part A will consist of MCQs. It will have 75 marks. So earlier what we had is, we had only this particular information given. We did not know where these MCQs will be asked from. Now the website is updated, and yes, it is the old pattern only, wherein they have said that the questions will be from comprehension, current affairs and critical reasoning. Now this critical reasoning can include your legal reasoning as well. We will come to the questions. Now this will have your passages. So there will be passage based questions on which these questions will be asked. Now generally what is seen is that 25 questions from each category are asked. So all the categories are equally important. You are required to prepare for all the categories equally. You cannot ignore any particular category. Then speaking of part B will have these areas to be covered, wherein case study based questions are there. There will be 6 case study based problem based questions. There will be 6 questions of 10 marks each, and you have to write your response in 300 to 350 words for these case studies. And analytical ability ki jahan tak baat hai, now this basically involves your essay, which has to be of about 500 words. Now this essay, in this essay they will test you on your ability to make written cogent arguments and ability to write a well structured essay. Knowledge of law is not expected here. Here also knowledge of law is not expected. And here they've said that you will be tested on the knowledge of the issue. Now this knowledge basically comes through the arguments and not facts, is what I really want to tell you. I've been telling this before also. Students might get confused, which is why I'm emphasizing on these things. Let us look at the sample paper that is available on the website. The problem is that we have only 2022 sample paper available as of now. 23 sample paper is not available to 24 aspirants. However, I've already made videos on those. I've covered them on YouTube itself. So you can check my playlist wherein you will find these discussions on the sample papers. You will find how to write the answers. And in case you're looking for practice, then you can look at our NLSAT module available on our website. Now, let us look at the sample question. So this is a case study that was given in 2022. It is the first time the paper happened. And this case study came up wherein you see that there are certain facts that are there. This case study has also been discussed by me. I'm not going to discuss the whole thing in this video. I'm just going to tell you that what is actually expected out of you. So here let us see what do they say. Respond to each of the questions in the section. Now this is your old word limit, so do not get confused. This is now changed to 300 to 350 words, so this is the old word limit. It further says your responses must be based on the information that is supplied in the question, which means you will not assume anything. It has to be based on the information that is in the question. No prior knowledge of law is expected. अगर आप और किसी एग्जामिनेशन के लिए पढ़ रहे हैं जहां पर आप लॉ पढ़ रहे हैं, वो आप यहाँ पर नहीं साइड करोगे. यू आर नॉट रिक्वायर्ड टू साइड द लॉ वट एवर यू आर स्टडिंग फॉर अदर एग्जामिनेशंस. रिस्पॉन्सेज जो हैं दे विल बी इवेलुएटेड ऑन व्हाट बेसिस? ऑन द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ रीजनिंग, कोजेंसी ऑफ आर्ग्यूमेंट्स एंड एबिलिटी टू सेट आउट अ क्लियर कंक्लूजन based on your reasons and arguments. So basically you have to argue the matter here. Each question is designed to allow the candidate to take alternative positions. Many students ask that do we have to write from both the points, for and against, दोनों साइड से लिखना है क्या नहीं? So for this I would say that it clearly says that you have to take alternative positions. So you can either pick for or you can go against, rather than trying to get a right answer. So they've said that there's no right answer to these questions. You must identify the key facts and norms, norm meaning your law in the question, and persuasively argue. That is, if you're picking for side, then you have to persuasively argue that your conclusion is correct. Why is it correct? You have to reason it out. For example, if you're seeing this case study here, all these are facts. Now what is the norm? The norm here comes out to be that because there was COVID that was contracted in the hotel, which is why the hotel management came out with the rule that you have to strictly wear the mask. Mask was compulsory for all the guests whenever they are outside their rooms. So this is the norm. So you won't find an actual law like, you find in contracts, torts, any particular law, any specific law might not be there. These norms will be there, and based on that you have to come to an understanding that whom do you support. Here Sandeep was a person who contracted COVID in the hotel, and he was not wearing masks and people were there, things like those, and the hotel management had this contention that we had already come out with the rule and you had to be careful, and it's a natural disaster happening, we can't do anything about it. So either you can argue from the side of Sandeep or from the side of the hotel. That choice you have to make. Once you make that choice, then you have to give out your reasoning, because they've said that they will judge you on the basis of your reasoning and arguments. So you have to support. If you're taking Sandeep's side, then you have to give good reasons that why is Sandeep correct, why should he be compensated. You have to reason it out. And sometimes students face a problem with respect to the word limit. So if you want to reach that word limit of 300 to 350 words, I would say that what you can also do is that you can write why the other side is wrong. So you're taking Sandeep's side, but at the same time you can point out that why the hotel will not succeed. So that ways you can come up with more arguments. You can list down facts, pick out the key facts, because it does say that they want you to check key facts. So do not repeat all the facts that are given in the question, because I am telling this because I've been checking mocks for these examinations since quite some time now. 2022 से examination हो रहा है. I've been checking mocks, and some students, in order to meet that word limit, they try to cite down, they try to repeat the question, the facts in the question. You have to pick out key facts and try to use your own language. Even if you're not able to reach this limit, do not make a fool out of yourself by just copy pasting things from the question. It is okay if you meet at least 275 words. Even if you're not able to meet this limit, 275 is good enough. Your argument should be very, very bold and proper, and they have to be reasoned out well, which is the thing that is going to fetch you marks and not the length of the answer. Then moving to the essay. Now these essay topics will be analytical reasoning now based on the past sample paper. Like you see, should artificial intelligence enabled machines and system take decisions that affect human lives? So here we can take a particular stand. In these essay questions also, you are required to take a stand. You have to give your answers in 500 words. Let us have a look at their response guidelines. They will be evaluated. Now this breadth of knowledge displayed, this was later changed because in the information session that happened for 23 they had clarified that they do not want to know whether you are aware of the issue, you know artificial intelligence ki agar hum baat kar rahe hain. So it is not required that you know what chat GPT is and things like that. Rather, they want you to analyze the whole situation, analyze the public debate that is involved, and give your reasoning behind it. So that is what that is expected out of you. Willingness to engage with different points of view and display independent judgment. Now here when they say different points of view, they mean आप अपनी arguments लिखोगे. If we are speaking of artificial intelligence, if we are against it because it can lead to unemployment, which is already there in the nation, and it will increase with if things like artificial intelligence come into being. So now we can take different point of views here. We can also say that yes, it can ease out work for humans in the sense that human labor will reduce, and they just have to give a command, they have to give that prompt, and things might become easier for them. However, at the same time, we have to maintain the strength of our stand that if this is done, then humans, they will stop using their minds, which is a big con to this particular invention that has happened. So things like these, you should be open to these views, but at the same time, you have to show why your view is stronger. Ability to create well-supported arguments leading to clear conclusions. Do not give conclusion in the beginning. Try to reason things out and then come to a conclusion, suggest a way forward. I've already made video on this as well, that how are you supposed to write these analytical reasoning essays. You can check in the NLSAT playlist. Demonstration of a creative response to difficult unresolved problems. So they would want to see what is your viewpoint, how creative you can make your viewpoint is what they are looking at. Now here I just want you to have a look at the passage that's given here. This is the general passage wherein they have spoken about minimum age of marriage in the sample paper. It is clearly available on the website. Where will you find it? If you will go to the FAQ section of the 3-year LLB program, there you will find the 2022 sample paper. It's given there. I've already discussed this whole passage. Now, how will the questions be on this passage? Because this is the main thing that we are looking at. Which of the following most accurately describes what a demographer is? So a word has been picked up from the passage and you are asked to choose an option. They've also given you a rationale. Then which of the following is true? If true, would explain why the author says. So basically we are trying to read the author's mind and we are trying to reason things out, that why does the author feel so. That is what they are looking at. These options are given to you. And further rationale is given, that why is this the correct answer. Now guys, for those who want to practice such questions, it is already available in our module. It's there on the website, the module. If you will see, there are a lot of practice questions apart from these video lectures that are there. We've provided you with a lot of questions for practice. Further, what we are doing is apart from this, we are also going to come out soon with our mock test series. So those of you who wish to prepare for the mocks, you can look out for the website, and you can look out, we're going to post them soon. There will be a notification that will come out. Mocks will help you in practicing these questions. Sample passages, do not leave out on practicing as many passages as possible, because I've seen many people, they ignore part A, give preference to part B, wherein they lose out eventually, because part A is also important. It is being considered in the merit. Gone are the days of 2022 when it wasn't considered as a part of the merit list and was only a qualifying paper. Both of these things are equally important. Interview is not a part of this examination now, and that is essentially what the format is. In the mocks, we'll provide you with suggestive answers, and your part B answers will also be checked by me. So you need not worry, there'll be ample practice that you will get. We'll come out with them soon. I know many of you are asking, which is why I'm letting you guys know that they're going to come out soon. Don't worry, now that the website has clearly provided the pattern. I don't know when the sample papers are coming. I think it might come late, which is why we are going to release out the mock test series. We won't wait further, and we will try to release 1 or 2 mocks initially. Totally, we'll decide how and what is to be done. And I hope now the pattern is clear to you. In case any further queries you have, you can drop down in the comment box below in a separate video. I'm then going to discuss that how are you supposed to prepare for this examination. For now, whatever I've told, there's also a video of mine wherein I've done past year paper analysis. I would want you guys to have a look at that also, to have a fair idea as to where these questions are coming from. What are basically the topics that will be asked if we are speaking of English, what kind of questions are coming, critical reasoning may, what kind of questions are there. So you will get a fair idea. Rest, I'm available on different social media platforms if you want to connect with me. The links of the same are in the description of this video. And further, make sure that you're following the channel, you've subscribed to us, you've also been following us on Instagram, because we keep posting a lot of updates there as well. So in order to stay updated, be it for your examination or if you're interested in law generally, then you must follow us.